Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Durak or Durak Scalper. There's no real pronunciation behind it. It's just my name spelled backwards, actually. So you can actually call me what you want, or based on how best you can pronounce it. And yes, on this day, I'm just going to go over a couple trades I made on Tesla, where I was able to make $542 on two trades. Um, so for the most part, if you're familiar with me, I don't usually post videos on my trades, and this is not a live video. I'm sorry I didn't record it, but I will be going over the trades and the setups that I like to do on a daily basis. But yeah, for the most part, I will be trying to look into posting more videos at some point once I get more confident, more comfortable with my trading in itself. For the most part, this is mostly going to be to help people, as I'm realizing there are people, as much as I try not to post on social as much to stay focused on my own trading, I do get messages from people asking about, my strategy, or even some of them actually give me praise on how I trade, which is a big thing for me because scalping is fairly new as far as me getting into a more consistent way of trading. I've been doing this for a while, and I've tried to focus on playing day trades, but scalping was never one of the ways I tried, which works for me because I don't have any patience. So I was going at it the wrong way, looking at a 5 minute chart sometimes, 3 minute charts I tried, and it wasn't good enough for me. I wasn't in my right state of mind where I feel like I could be consistent until I got into scalping. And I like to also thank a couple traders that helped me along this way, which I can say helped me progress and be better at scalping. Kevin Trades, I was in his group for a while, and for the most part, I wasn't there for callouts. I liked his page and I liked his Discord because he was showing his actual trades and the setups, and the breakouts or patterns that I knew. I recognized them myself. It's just sometimes you just don't know how to play them as well, and that definitely did help me with way I trade right now. Also, Matt Diamond, of course, was also in his Discord for a while. Same thing. I watched his videos, and I was able to see other things that can help me trade better and make me become a better scalper. So it's almost just like taking things from everything or some things from other people and putting it into your own strategy. I like to say, and I'm happy to say that I have my own strategy and I have my own method of trading, whereas I can see what works for me. It may not work for other people, but still, maybe it does, and maybe it may help you in the long run. But hopefully, if you watch this video, you may pick up some things, or you may just notice your own strategy that you can incorporate with this. And yeah, so I'm gonna start my strategies right now to show you what I've done on those two trades. For the most part, when I get ready for this trading day, I like to mark the pre-market highs and lows, which you can't see here because it's interactive brokers. They're not as clean when it comes to pre-market and post-market data. So I do use my Thinkorswim on my other screen. So I have that marked on my Thinkorswim, but over here you can see I have the previous higher day also marked and the previous lower day marked for my setup as well. Um, so two of the kind of patterns that I like to look for, my favorite is the opening descending triangle, which I'm sad to say that I missed it on Friday because I was getting a little impatient as I was watching on the 1 minute chart, and I was expecting Tesla to move faster because the previous day or two I did notice that it moved much quicker, and I missed those days, of course. So I was basically trying to look for those type of moves so I can try to get back the basically the trades that I missed from not being able to watch the market those days. So this is Friday. As you can see, the first opening minutes, it is doing nothing, but for the most part, it's still doing something. But I was not patient enough. But as you can see, it's still making its own little consolidation, its own little resting period. So in this case, if I was a little more patient, I would have looked for maybe a move downward on this break below this triangle or pennant, whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, I walked away at this time, and by the time I got back, I was able to see these two candles had broke. Now, again, this is what I like to look for. First thing is of the breakout, which would be from this triangle or this pennant shape. The next thing I'm doing is I'm anticipating it as the volume is picking up. As you can see, the volume picked up very, very much on that opening breakout candle. And at this point, this is where I would be looking to get in. And also, I'm looking for, at this point, the break or the test of the previous, well, not the previous, but the high of day of the day, which in this case is right here. So this is a perfect setup of what I like to trade and what I would look for. And I guarantee you I would have taken this trade, but I missed it. So by the time I got here, I literally saw this second candle, and I I was frustrated, but I didn't want to chase it. As you can see, it did run a little too much for me in my opinion. I don't like to play these just straight up moves, straight up and without any kind of rest. So the next thing what I would have to look for in this case, as I'm looking for my next setup, is I'm watching the previous high of day from Thursday, which I have marked here on this side. This is a 15-minute candle. So yeah, I'm anticipating this next breakout, but I'm also looking forward to rest and give it some time. I don't want to just play this candle. As you can see, it did break out at 9:52, but it pulled back. So this is what I'm avoiding. I'm not trying to get FOMO. I'm not trying to chase this move and play these candles and get stuck, as I am scalping. So even if I get in here and it pulls back, this is a loss to me. I'm taking this loss. I'm not risking anything lower than this. Most people might say you should hold it or let it come back to another support level, but again, that's not my strategy. I'm looking for the move to happen right then and there. If not, I'm getting out. So in this case, this is what I do. Like, I like this red candle here and how it paused, and it's basically giving me a chance to get in on a pullback. And the next thing I'm looking for, of course, at at the moment, it's hindsight, so you can see it's, of course, this was a clean candle to play, but this is what I like to see. I like to see the pullback and then anticipate the next candle for the continuation or the follow through to test the previous high. So I believe I got in here at 9:54, close to 9:55 when this candle closed, which is a little late for me. I should have gotten a little sooner to anticipate it and then just make this, just my break even or my stop loss. But I got in right before it closed and believe I held it for, in this case, a minute and almost 2 minutes, which is a long time for me. Which is, it's not a bad thing. I'm trying to get better at holding. So normally I would have taken this candle and got out. So what I did is just try to be a little more patient, and I waited and I got out a little bit higher on at 9:56, and I was able to take that trade and get out at 12:53 after entering at 10:70 on two contracts. So that's basically what I'm looking for on a daily basis. As you can see, this is also just like a small little flag pattern or a setup that I'm interested in also. And let's see, on my next trade is where I actually did have to look at Thinkorswim on my phone. I was actually working at the time, so I was probably missing a lot of trades. And as I can see, I noticed Tesla was still moving up. It was basically in an uptrend. So what I was looking for, and I noticed, was it was creating a ascending triangle. I'll even put the chart for Thinkorswim up, and I'll show you what I was looking at. Okay, this is, again, I'm only using this because this is what I was looking at on my phone, and as I was looking at it on a 5-minute chart, which is a longer time frame, which I'm not used to, but I'm noticing this is also very helpful for you know um, breakouts on like I said, on a bigger time frame, but it prepares me on a 1 minute also to get set up for the breakout. So as I'm watching it, I'm seeing a clear uptrend and I'm seeing a clear test of support. Now I honestly would like to maybe try a day trade at this point, because as you can see, it's basically setting up very nicely and it's pulling back and then breaking out. But again, that's not my strong point, so I try to stick to what I know. So when I was able to actually get on my computer on my IB, I was looking for now the new test of the high of day. So at the time, I was able to get back to my computer, and it was around maybe close to 12 o'clock is when I actually got set up and I got ready for the trade to play out. As I'm seeing here, obviously, like I said, it's bouncing off the support and then setting up into this nice ascending triangle. So now you can see the time frame. The time that I got in the trade was at 12 o'clock 59. So basically 12:01. Let's see if we can get down to 12:01. See what I actually did on this trade. Okay. 1. Here we go. There we are. So this is basically the same ascending triangle. So this is the resistance level I'm looking. This is what I'm anticipating the breakout for. So at 12 o'clock, 12:01, basically the candle ending at 12 o'clock, I jumped in here and played this quick move up just to break out above the high, which normally spikes premium once you break the high of day of the of that candle. It's gonna your premium is gonna shoot up, and it was Friday, so it was almost just a quick move, and I was very satisfied with getting out on that next candle, which was at 12:02:05. So I saw it pull back a little bit, and that was enough for me just to say just to hold my profits. I didn't want to risk losing anything, so I got out 2 contracts at 14.28 after entering at 13.37, and that was enough for me for the day. And I closed up my day at with $542 for the day. But that's basically what I'm looking for on a daily basis. I'm looking for the triangle break first of the from the day before or the pre-market high. Either way, I'm looking for a descending triangle to form. These breakouts are 10 times out of 10 very helpful, and they're also very common for Tesla. So again, I was frustrated that I missed the first trade because, as you can see, I can go back the day before. Basically the same thing happened. You can see basically the triangle setting up again. There you go. Boom. This is the trade that I missed the day before. So I was, like I said, I was a little frustrated, and I was trying to anticipate a quick move as this happened at the open. Actually, this is 9:30. It just ran and broke the pre-market high, then broke the previous day's high, and just took off. And luckily, I was able to catch that actual same continuation, not the same move. I wish I would have caught that because, again, you can see it here. Broke the pre-market high, and it ran into the previous day's high. Very nice. So, all right. That basically wraps it up. Again, thank you for everyone that joined. I'm fairly new to this, like I said, this YouTube content thing, but if you like more of it, I can basically post more content and how I trade, and you'll probably see the same thing over and over again. I don't know if that's not good enough for you, but that's my strategy. I like to stick to what I know, and it's going to revolve around triangle breaks or flag breakouts. And we have a lot of these that I just seem to miss. And again, this is like I like to call this hindsight trading, but I was not at the computer at this time. If I was, this is what I'm looking for. I'm anticipating these kind of setups, these kind of breakouts, and I'm playing this candle here. Once it breaks out, I'm not big on letting it close. I'd rather just anticipate it and get in a little early. Like I said, I'm scalping, so if I play this on a close, I'm gonna play and miss this whole move and risk the fact that this could pull back to the support level, and maybe it can bounce and go back up, or maybe it'll pull back and fade. I don't want to take that risk. I'm fine with just anticipating this breakout, getting in around here, letting it run a little, and see what I can get out of it. All right. Again, thank you everybody for joining. Till next time. Thanks.